Hello my friends and welcome back to Where Are They Now? In today's video, I'll be giving you the rundown on Bad Things artist Machine Gun Kelly. Let's dive in. Machine Gun Kelly, or MGK in short, is best known for his rapid-fire lyrical flow, which allegedly is the reason he received his stage name. MGK started up on his passion for rapping in high school, where he fairly quickly gained a hefty local following by releasing several mixtapes. He was blessed with his breakthrough with the 2006 Stamp of Approval mixtape, which had loads of eyes on him awaiting his next move. Do you have a favorite Machine Gun Kelly song as of today? Let me know in the comments section. Now, let's rewind a bit. MGK was born Colson Baker and is an American rapper and singer who rose to fame due to his unique musical styles and abilities. The success his first mixtape brought him allowed MGK to begin the journey to making his musical career a solidity. He soon released 4 additional mixtapes and his career skyrocketed by 2011 when he signed a deal with Bad Boy and Interscope Records. The next year seen MGK debut with his Lace Up album, which received positive responses from critics and was soon certified gold by the RIAA. The album debuted at the 4th spot on the Billboard 200 chart and hosted popular singles such as Wild Boy, Invincible, Hold On Shut Up, and Stereo, to name a few. This album was followed up by MGK's second studio release titled General Admission, which dropped in October 2015 and saw a 4th place peak on Billboard's 200. GA also hit #1 on Billboard's top R&B/hip-hop albums. In his earlier days, MGK was brought up in Houston with a birth date of April 22, 1990. His family relocated around the world through a multitude of places like Egypt, Germany, and throughout the states in the US, where MGK would spend the majority of his childhood growing up. Unfortunately for a young Colson, though, he had tragedy struck him from a young age when his mom left home. Worse, his father suffered from severe depression and lack of employment, leading to his dad being ridiculed by his neighbors and even his friends. To help himself cope with his family's troubles, MGK took to listening to rap music. MGK partook in his educational studies at Hamilton Middle School and then again at Thomas Jefferson High School in Denver. While enrolled in his secondary school, MGK messed around with hard substances. He also managed to record his first non-professionally made demo tape called Stamp of Approval in 2006. MGK later joined Shaker Heights High School, where his musical career picked up, and the overwhelming response from his first unofficial mixtape gained MGK a huge reputation as a performer and artist. He convinced an owner of a local t-shirt shop to work on the side as his MC manager by the time he began performing at Cleveland venues. It was also at that point when MGK obtained his fan-made stage name, which eventually stuck with him for life. Some of MGK's musical achievements before, during, and after the aforementioned period of his life are listed in a broken down timeline as follows. His earliest break was through his 2009 Apollo Theater victory, dubbing him the first ever rapper to do it. He received a massive national spotlight through his MTV 2 Sucker Free freestyle appearance, where he freestyled multiple verses off his Chip Off the Block single. In 2010, MGK released his 100 Words mixtape that derived his Lace Up catchphrase and worked at Chipotle on the side while he released his national debut single, Alice in Wonderland. He won both the 2010 Best Midwest Artist and Underground Music Awards for this. In the fall of this same year, he was featured on Juicy J's Inhale, which also had Steve-O from the Jackass series in the music video. Between the years of 2011 and 2013, MGK participated in the first SXSW show in Texas, signed a Young and Reckless clothing deal, and released his first EP titled Half Naked and Famous, which debuted at 46 on the Billboard 200. Additionally, MGK brainstormed the music video for Champions, which featured Diddy and sampled the original Diplomat songs, We Are the Champions. This served as a promo for his freshly released Black Flag mixtape. Fast forwarding to winter 2015, MGK dropped Till I Die with a Vivo-accompanied music video. Following this, he released a remix of the song alongside another music video called A Little More. In the summer, he gave fans a 10-track title release called F It. Songs from this mixtape contain songs that missed the final track list of his then-awaited second album mentioned earlier. Finally, between the latter half of 2016 and as late as 2020, MGK bagged a mega successful collaboration single with artist Camila Cabello, which peaked at 9th on Billboard's Hot 100, as well as released additional albums like 2017's Bloom, Hotel Diablo in 2019, and 2020's Tickets to My Downfall. Aside from his music career, MGK was also rising as an actor. He made his big screen debut in the 2014 film Beyond the Lights. Following this, he starred in the 2016 Showtime comedy drama series titled Roadies as Wesley. In addition to these roles, MGK also saw himself in leading parts for works like Viral, Punk's Dead 2, and Nerve, all in the same year. By 2018, MGK was portraying the character of Felix in Netflix's Bird Box, and in the next year he acted out Tommy Lee in Netflix's The Dirt film. In December 2011, MGK was announced as MTV's hottest breakthrough MC for that year. March of the following year saw MGK take home the win for MTV's Breaking Woody. In his personal life, MGK has one daughter by the name of Cassie. Despite not being in an active relationship with Cassie's mom anymore, they remain good friends. Some of MGK's other confirmed romantic relationships are with Summer Rae, Amber Rose, Halsey, Kate Beckinsale, and Chantel Jeffries. Opposite to his romantic relationships, one unhealthy relationship he gradually obtained was his hard substance addiction. His experiments with various drugs forced him to open up with statements of being homeless at one point in 2010 to cater to his bad habits. MGK discussed overcoming his obsession through attending a rehabilitation center, which was centered around a guidance counselor who helped him aid and combat his addiction. MGK went through a brief relapse in 2012, but since then has gotten over his former addiction. Now let's discuss MGK's current relationship, how his attempted suicide affected this, and how it pertains to what we've learned so far. According to the Paper Cuts singer, he called Megan Fox during his attempt to take his life by explaining how he just snapped. This and much more were revealed through MGK revealing his mental health struggles in Hulu's new MGK-centric documentary titled Life in Pink. The artist sat down and got candid with us during the premiere on Monday about the downward spiral he experienced in his life following the death of his father in 2020. The artist described his father's death occurring on the first anniversary of his Hotel Diablo release. Reportedly, his current fiancée Megan Fox was traveling for work at the time. MGK recalls experiencing paranoia before reaching his breaking point. This is when MGK details himself calling the actress as a cry for help. He detailed telling the actress how she wasn't there for him and how much he was freaking out. Quote, "I called Megan, I was like, you aren't here for me. I'm in my room and I'm freaking out on her and I put the shotgun in my mouth. I'm yelling on the phone and there's a barrel in my mouth. I go to cock the shotgun and the bullet as it comes back up, the shell just get jams. Megan's dead silent." At that point, MGK recalls that single moment being his turning point as he came to the discovery that something was seriously wrong with his inner emotions. Reportedly, Megan and Cassie also expressed their concerns with MGK at the time. Continuing with the documentary, he described Megan's support for him during the worst time in his life. The two had first confirmed their relationship in July 2020 following their meeting on the midnight in the Switchgrass set. MGK and Megan got engaged in January earlier this year and famously sealed the deal by drinking each other's blood. Since MGK has told the interview about his therapy-seeking journey in the quest to improve his mental health. Quote, "Currently, my drug of choice is happiness and commitment to the art, rather than commitment to a vice that I believe made the art." The latest and greatest from this rapper though is his real-life Bloody Valentine's moment during his final mainstream sellout tour show over the past weekend. He uploaded an Instagram story on Monday where he shared a thread of his face gushing with actual blood and the words, "Oh my god, that was effing insane," following his stunt of smashing a wine glass over his head. MGK gave fans a close-up of the damage as he said, "They didn't tell you I went back to the stadium at 5 a.m. and tried to sleep in the middle of the field, LMAO." Additionally, concert footage displayed fans erupting in cheers as MGK declared how he's rich-itch during the show. This was before he chugged the glass of wine and proceeded to smash it. In another part of this show, the Cleveland native found himself embarking on the last-minute decision to zip line through the entire length of the stadium. A close source to MGK discussed the following with Page 6. It was his idea and was executed in less than 24 hours. The zip line was erected that day to take him to the top of the Browns Stadium across 50,000 fans to the opposite side of the field. He announced to the audience that up until a few hours before the show, he was told it couldn't be done. It was a thrilling moment from any angle, as you can see from many of the videos circulating. When he posted the video on Instagram on Sunday, it was captioned with "Till I Die." Conclusively, MGK will now officially be celebrated by law annually in his home state. He had quite the busy weekend as Ohio Mayor Justin Bibb honored the musician during a press conference and graced him with a document that declared MGK has a new day named Machine Gun Kelly Day in his hometown, merely hours before MGK took the stage to wrap his North American leg of his tour at the city's first Energy Stadium. In response, MGK captioned a social media uploaded video, "It's officially a holiday in the city of Cleveland. These are happy tears. Thank you at Mayor Bibb and thank you Cleveland." In light of the press rollout, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame hosted a free honorary tailgate event called Machine Gun Kelly Day to lead up to his concert later that night. It featured live local musical performers and had a display of one of MGK's tour outfits and his iconic signature signed pink guitar. Before MGK took his final stateside tour stage, he shared photos of the stadium with some throwback pictures taken in the state. He captured it from getting arrested at South Park Mall in 2011 for telling fans to show up to selling out the stadium tomorrow in my hometown. Legendary, this will be the concert of all concerts. The opening acts for this show were Avril Lavigne, Travis Barker, Trippie Redd, 44 Phantom, and Willow. In the next month, MGK's European portion of this tour begins in Denmark and wraps in the late fall in the Netherlands. For this, he's joined by reoccurring openers 44 Phantom and newcomer Ian Dior. As for MGK and Megan, the two are still very much together in the midst of all these breakup rumors. According to a TMZ source, they're doing just just fine and aren't experiencing any big issues. These rumors began stemming from MGK's lack of presence on Megan's social media since May, as well as Megan missing out on MGK's latest Cleveland show. However, the same source has hinted that the two's current states have less to do with relationship woes and more to do with the basics of life. The source wrote to the outlet, quote, "They obviously can't be together 24/7. Both of them work and have kids, but we're told they're solid." MGK also reportedly referred to Megan as his wife on stage. So apparently this couple is too time consumed with planning their wedding and drinking one another's blood in their free time to adhere to the public's request of coupled up pics in the weeks following their relationship stretching out. Good for them, I guess. Now that is it for today's WATN. If there are any other Hollywood hotties you'd like to see in our next rundown, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to let us know what your thoughts are on today's Where Are They Now video. This was your host Michaela, and I'll see you all in the next one.